actually sit up a little bit. My bed's not completely made, but we're not gonna talk about that, okay? We're not gonna talk about that. What we are gonna talk about is being sensitive, because I'm sensitive. I'm a Pisces. If y'all didn't know, if you follow me on Instagram, then you would know that I post about being a Pisces all the time. It's literally one of my personality traits. We're not gonna talk about that either though. In all seriousness, today I just wanted to talk about how being sensitive is a superpower. And I want to make this video for people that feel as though they're too sensitive, that they've been told their whole lives that they're too sensitive, that they're crybabies, whatever, blah, blah, blah. I've heard it all. But I want to come on here and tell you guys that being sensitive is a superpower. Cleo. Dude, my child is trying to say hi, Cleo. She literally is trying to knock y'all down. And we're not gonna have that. Yeah, let's go lay down. And I'm gonna tell you why, okay? I'm gonna tell you why. Being an emotionally sensitive person, not even just emotionally, just being sensitive in general, to me, if you break down the word sensitive, it has senses in it. Like, it has sense, which we know. But to be sensitive is to literally just be in tune with your senses. So like, if you identify with being like an empath or whatever, then you would know, like, being around people that don't really match your energy, it drains you. A lot of the times people that are sensitive, they can become, like they can get headaches easier. You feel fatigued a lot of the time because it's just like you feel so much, and not even just emotionally, but just like energetically. And that's what I mean when I say a sensitive person. I'm not necessarily just talking about like, oh, boo-hoo, crying, which that's a part of it, but like, it's so much deeper than that. To be sensitive is to be not only in tune with your emotions, but in tune with your spirit, in tune with your energy, in tune with the energy of others. I just want to tell you guys from my experience how I've realized that it is a superpower. It is not something to be ashamed of. It's not something to talk down on. It's literally the most beautiful thing ever. When you're a sensitive person, your intuition is very strong. So like, if you're the type of person that things hurt your feelings easily or whatever, or you just feel off, like you can meet somebody and you'd be like, and that's for a reason. A lot of the times people that are emotionally sensitive normally have heightened intuition because we are so sensitive, so we have to protect ourselves. And so we have built these like spiritual, as far as me, I can say for me, honestly, they've kind of been here forever, like just having like discernment and stuff like that. But like, I've definitely gotten very good at determining people's character outside of just like getting to know them. Like, I can literally feel energetically if a person is for me or not. And that goes for like anybody. Like, I can feel when somebody's energy's off. I can feel when somebody is upset, like all of that. Like, it goes deep. And that is a beautiful thing, because people that aren't sensitive, or people that aren't necessarily in tune with their emotions or energy or anything like that, they are oblivious to what's coming. Versus people that are in tune with their emotions, that are in tune with their senses, that, you know, they're sensitive to their surroundings, the energy and all that, they are able to pick up on things that normally people that weren't as sensitive wouldn't be able to pick up on. And that is amazing, because it protects you and it keeps you out of harm's way, spiritually, emotionally, all that, you know? Another reason why I feel like being sensitive is a superpower is because when you feel things deeply, it makes you so much more relatable. Like, I know that a lot of people, like, they tell me like, I enjoy talking to you about like how I'm feeling, because I feel like, you know, you really understand. You can be extremely understanding, and people trust you and can confide in you. They know that you will understand them and have empathy and have compassion for them and like what they're going through. And that is a beautiful thing, to be able to connect with others in that way, and for people to be able to relate to you and people to be able to trust you. People, you know, this world is literally just like, trust no one. Like, don't open up to anybody. But for people to be comfortable enough to open up to you is a beautiful thing. For people to be able to trust you because of like your energy, whether it's like inviting or you're sensitive and you're emotional and you're in tune with all those things, that is a beautiful, beautiful thing. Of course, like the biggest downside to being sensitive is like obviously getting hurt. But I would like to combat that and say that just because you're sensitive or because you're emotional does not mean you're just gonna be hurt all the time. Because I think what really makes your sensitivity a superpower is you having boundaries as well. When you're sensitive and in tune with your emotions and you have boundaries and you put yourself first, you are literally just, it's the perfect combo. When you find that balance of like not necessarily putting others' needs before yours, but also holding space for other people when you can, after you filled your own cup, you're unstoppable. That is when I feel like you can really use it for good. I think we all have a mission. I think we all are here to do something and contribute to the world in a positive, beautiful way. Whether you figure that out or not, how you're gonna execute that, I definitely believe that we all are here to help each other out in one way or another. And so obviously like sensitive people or people that which you would describe an empath or whatnot, I think we are definitely here to hold space for other people and really love people the way that they should be loved. Whether you're getting that love back in return or not, I think the purpose of being so in tune emotionally and spiritually and whatever else is because it allows you to inspire others, and it allows you to hold space for others in ways that a lot of people cannot. There are so many people, especially in this day and age, that don't really know how to be compassionate, don't know how to be empathetic, don't know how to put themselves in other people's shoes. Because especially if you're not taught to be that way, and I feel like that especially goes for men as well, because men are kind of taught to not feel, they're taught to not talk about their feelings, they're taught to block that aspect of themselves out. So like when it comes to those type of things, that is excluded. That I'm not talking about that, because some people are raised a certain way to where they don't feel empathy because of the way that they are taught about like emotions and empathy and things like that. It's just one of those things where it's just like people that are empaths or people that are sensitive or emotional, I do genuinely believe that we are here and we are that way for a reason, because it's not something that you can turn off. It's not something that you can take away, and it's not something that you should want to take away from yourself. I truly believe that the thing that you hate the most about yourself, or the thing that you feel like is the most annoying about yourself, is almost always the thing that is your gift or your superpower or whatever you want to call it, or your strength. And that's something that I've come to realize recently. Like I've always just been the type of person where I would beat myself up for feeling the things that I would feel, or feeling so deeply, or loving people so deeply, or you know, whatever else. And I realize now that like this is like the point. Like the point of me being here, in my opinion, I feel like I am literally here to love others. I feel like I'm here to spread love. I feel like I'm here to spread light. And I feel like all of us are here to do that in one way or another. I feel like we're all here to do that. And so when you look at it that way, it's just like, it's nothing wrong with loving others. It's nothing wrong with being sensitive. It's nothing wrong with feeling things deeply. But as long as you are still taking care of your needs, you're not putting anybody else before you, and you're still holding space for yourself, that's when you can really utilize that sensitivity to your advantage, really, to be able to pick up on certain things energetically, and to be able to have like an emotional reaction when something doesn't sit right with you or anything like that. Like that is a blessing. Not everybody is able to do that. There are some people that have completely shut their emotions out. Like some people that are not in tune in that way at all. And so for you to be in tune in that way is a beautiful, beautiful thing. And I know I keep saying that, but it truly is. It truly, truly, truly is. Don't ever feel as though you're a crybaby. Don't feel like you're too sensitive. Don't feel like something's wrong with you. It's not. everybody is different. Everybody has different strengths. Everybody has different quirks to them that are really just gifts in disguise. Even if you haven't fully come to understand like your gifts, spiritual gifts or anything like that, that doesn't mean they're not there. And I definitely believe that if you are highly sensitive, that is a beautiful, beautiful gift to have. You just have to learn how to protect your heart, how to protect yourself, how to set boundaries, how to stick to those boundaries, and how to discern when people are not good for you, when they're taking advantage of your kindness, taking advantage of your empathy, your compassion, your love. That's when you can really, really use it to your advantage. When you can use the sensitivity and your emotions to kind of weave through people and through life and through things that most of the time people would kind of logically think through, but like for you to be able to feel physically, spiritually, emotionally, for you to be able to feel something is off, or for you to be able to feel like something's wrong, that is a superpower. And I'm not gonna say it again. It's definitely not something that should be taken lightly. It's not something that should be demonized. And I see it happening quite a bit in this day and age. And I just think we need to cut it out, because if you're sensitive, you are so precious, so pure, so like, bro, if you think about all the people that are emotionally unavailable, all of the people in the world that are numb, all of the people in the world that have shut that aspect of themselves out completely to protect themselves as coping mechanisms, as a means of not having to feel pain or whatever the case is, or as a means even to keep going, to keep getting by. Like, this is not to be taken lightly. Like, to feel all the time is exhausting. And this is why I say not everybody can do it, because it is exhausting. It can be lonely. It's misunderstood for sure, 100%. It's misunderstood. It's definitely demonized, and it's not something that people really care to embrace. And I definitely think that that should change, because we need more people in the world that are sensitive. We need more people in the world that are empaths, that are compassionate, that are loving, that are empathetic, that are kind, whatever. We need more people in the world like that, because there's so much going on. There's so much going on, and we could all help each other in one way or another. Any person that you meet in the world, there is something that they can teach you that you did not know already, or there's something that you could learn from them that you didn't know. Life is so funny the way that it works. Like, to think that we all have like answers locked up in us. Like, every person, this sounds so weird, but like every person you meet is kind of like a stepping stone to unlock more in yourself, to discover more in yourself. And that's another thing about being sensitive that I've realized. Like, the more pain that I experience, or the more emotional turmoil that I experience, the wiser I get, the stronger I get, the more I learn about myself. And that is amazing. Emotions, they help you out, because it can get to the root of what's really triggering you, why things trigger you, why certain things trigger you, what it is that you might need to resolve within you, who you might need to forgive, what you might be still holding on to, all that stuff. And when you can do that, it's a beautiful, beautiful thing. And it makes life honestly very interesting, because I don't know what I would do if I went through life without any emotions. I don't know what I would do. I don't know who I would be if I wasn't sensitive. Like, I don't even want to imagine that. I don't want to imagine me not honoring my feelings, or me not having my discernment, or not having my intuition. If I don't have that, I don't want it. I don't want to be here. I'm sorry. I'm just, you can keep the life experience. You can keep the human experience if I don't have my intuition or my emotions. No, we're not doing that. That's all I really had to say. If you are sensitive, again, I'm going to tell you one more time, there's nothing wrong with that. It is a superpower, and you have so much to offer to the world. And there's so many people out here that need you, that are waiting for you. There's so many people that you have yet to come into contact with, that you will touch and inspire. And will leave a positive impact on, okay? And I hope that this video makes all the empaths, all the sensitive people in the world, the emotional people in the world feel like they belong or have a place, and feel less alone. Because there's nothing wrong with being sensitive. There's nothing wrong with having emotions. We're human. That's what we came here for. So embrace your emotions, feel, cry, be mad, okay, be sad, do what you need to do, be anxious, but get to the roots. Get to the root and unlock deeper truths within yourself through your emotions. That is the key. And set up your boundaries and fill up your cup before you fill up others. You can't be filling up cups when your cup is empty, babe. But yes, that is all I have for today's video. I hope you all enjoyed it. I will be back. Let me know in the description box any videos or topics that you would want me to touch on, and I will do that for you guys. But yes, y'all, I love you all so much, and thank you for watching this video, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.